It's the venue that's had plenty of success come through it since the mid-2010s, as well as a few Lombardi trophies. It's GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Daniel Carlson ready to get us started, and we're off from Arrowhead. Brown with a return here. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And we'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, well, you can't do it better than that.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it downs from 37.
Yellow.
Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on first down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. That's a pickup of 9. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 2nd down.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
And he gets back to the line, but no more.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs finish up an excellent opening series. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Play action. It's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play action with Richardson. Buying some time right. He's got it down the sideline. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That one hits for 30. And that's a Vegas first down.
1st and 10 at the 42.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Staying with Robinson. And he's down to almost... Oh, no. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A toss now to Robinson. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. Estime. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. A 29th rushing score on the season for him, and that's a new NFL record. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Brown with a return here. Making some progress here. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. The 2nd down run by Pacheco. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Has it at the 7. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Pacheco, and he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 2nd quarter lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Hawk 70. 65 check. 65 check.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Play fake, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, is exactly how you get it done.
And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
That'll be the 1st and more. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. All right, think the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on 1st down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
3rd and short, here's Mahomes. And someone stepped in, it's intercepted. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of you. If you stared at...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Raiders tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Brown with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive starts with a carry by White. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
A counter give here to Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 2nd quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Richardson now. He'll try to set up a screen. Here's Robinson. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. This one's out to Noel, left side. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid first down. We've set it down from 37. First and 10, around to Robinson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Escapes the pocket. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. Chiefs have Xavier Worthy out for the return. Fields this clean at the 30. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
On second and 10 now, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be third and long. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this.
Has room down the left sideline, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. The 23rd of the season, tying the record for receiving scores in 1 year. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. First down throw here from Richardson. Throw left side, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Robinson. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Completed to his running back. And he's got it down to the 30 before going out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Richardson now on first and 10. The right side, Noel has it. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Vegas first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 3 now. Here's Richardson. That one connects. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders make it a one-score game before halftime. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Brown with a return here. This makes it up to the 25. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Yellow.
Back to throw it. Finds his man Gray. Space on the right. He's got room. The 30. He's at the 10. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get him on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our 1st half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Butker on now to kick this one away. Hardy on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Come on. 18 Cardinal.
Starting the half with Robinson. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Another carry for Robinson. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Got his man. This is Noel. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Now he takes it.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Off to the races, middle of the field. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play, down to the 19. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Finds his running back, Andre Estime. He loses the football. And the Chiefs look like they have it.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
Hits him on the out route. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like, the 28. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Throwing the out route complete. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. And this one doesn't go far.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
Again, Mahomes to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. On to punt on fourth down, it's Bradley Pinion. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And it can't hurt you on the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Look at that power, deep left side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? I slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. Richardson on first and 10. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Trying for the deep ball. So the heave knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up fourth down. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And this will come from just inside his end zone. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A nice return, but a lot of it wiped out by a call for an illegal block in the back. So the penalty on the return doesn't do them any favors, Brock. A lot more field ahead of them here starting out. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds his favorite target again. It's Worthy. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down. On the pistol, here comes Pacheco. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Viking, let's go.
Line up the design keeper. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Left side, it's caught by Rice. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Here's a toss to Pacheco. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
The difficult part is not tracking him out there. Almost every corner in the league's got the speed to do that. What separates him from others is the physical. Can he avoid getting tied up in a block? And then can he deliver that blow for a loss?
Completes this one to Gray. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. Here's a toss to White. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21.
42. Raiders 21.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Hardy on the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. This is our last play of the quarter. Robinson on the toss left side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Raiders football, but really just counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Offense in the hurry up here. Richardson on 3rd. Buys time, rolling right. Pushes it towards his running back, but it's going to wind up incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
He beams one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On the move, headed right. He's running with it. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives a defense and a defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Hey, 15.
Quick on the draw to White. Nothing doing on the draw, Brock. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Taken down
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going. You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Butker knocks it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Robinson up the middle. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
To the air on this first down, Richardson. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. How about 29 yards on first down? And that's good for a new set of downs. All set to go now from the 35. Robinson on the inside give. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play call, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Fourth and forever coming up. Desperation time here. And he can't do it himself. He's up behind the line. We've got a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
It's a designed run from Mahomes. He's got room to roam. Rolling into enemy territory. Again, he's got room. And they take this in for the score. The Chiefs continue piling it on here in the fourth. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Hardy on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Handoff now to Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
He's going to be stopped right around the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down, and they go right back to it. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Play action with Richardson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Leo Chanel makes the play. And he's going to take this one back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He fields it from the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
You know, Kate, sometimes I think we tire around draft time if you're in all the traits, short area quickness, agility, explosiveness. But then when you see it come to life in the regular season and that skill set that this returner has, he checks every box, and it's why he's been so darn productive.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Raiders trying to do some window dressing. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Run it with Robinson from the pistol. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. Staying with Robinson. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Raiders making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. Brody near the 10. And yep, that seems about right with how this game has gone. He's unable to make it in for 2, and they're still down a hefty amount. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Fields the hard squib kick. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 42-yard line.
A 2nd down run by Pacheco. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Yellow.
It's Pacheco again. Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a